to teaching you how to create a task on Okecbot. When you launch the Okecbot software, you're being greeted with the welcome screen. Head straight and put in your API key. On this video, I'll be using a free API key you could use to try out the bot. Do note that this API key will change in time, because at the moment the website registration page is on hold, but should we do the completion of this registration page, the API key I will be sharing on this video will no longer be viable, and you would have to go create yours by registering on the Okecbot website. So let's get back into putting in the free API key I'll be sharing. After putting in the API key, I will click on Authenticate API key. Once the API key has been authenticated, you would see your registration details, which is the details you use in registering on the Okecbot website. Now, the major reason API keys are very sensitive, it's because for every single bot you create on Okecbot, the bot fingerprint, cookies, bot states are being stored using your API key. So for instance, talking about the chain task, you can create a task that involves heading over to YouTube to make a comment on a YouTube video, or following that YouTube channel, or giving that YouTube channel a thumbs up or a like on a video. You could also create these activities just by taking your mouse straight to the YouTube tools option. On the YouTube tool option, you can clearly see the task I just talked about, such as find a video. Find a video involves putting the title of a YouTube video, for instance, dannyokecAPI top tips, and URL. This involves putting in the link of my video. So if I uploaded a video on YouTube and the title of the video is dannyokecAPI top tips, this is where I'm expected to put in the link to the video. So what the bot will do is it will head over to YouTube, search for dannyokecAPI top tips, go through the list of the results, and then click on the link that is exactly as this. So when you copy the shareable link to your YouTube channel or to your YouTube video, this is where you're expected to put in the video link. Talking about secondary actions involve things you would want the bot to do as an individual. This, for instance, says comment. You can write up a prompt and have every single bot generate a comment using that prompt. For instance, here we have enter a prompt to generate comment for this YouTube video. I could say generate a comment for a video post whose title is dannyokecAPI top tips. The video talks about tips related to software development and cybersecurity. Make the comment sound encouraging to Mr. Daniel. Okay. If you've ever used ChatGPT, you know when I take this prompt right now to ChatGPT, it automatically generates a comment for us, such as absolutely love these tips, Danny. Your insight into software development and cybersecurity are always on point. Using ChatGPT's API, we integrated something like this on Okecbot. So when you're back again at the bot and you see this logo over here, what it's basically saying is enter a prompt that you want AI to reply back. So if, for instance, this was your prompt, which is what you saw it generate a comment from, this is exactly what each bot would send to AI. And if you also know, which I believe if you use ChatGPT you should know this, for each time I post this comment or this prompt, I would usually get a very unique comment. Sometimes there might be little repetition after a long time, but you can see this other comment says, wow, Danny, your tips on software development and cybersecurity are absolute game changers. Your expertise shines through every insight you share. Keep up the fantastic work then, okay? Now this was the exact same prompt. We didn't change anything, but this is the second comment we're getting. This is exactly what would happen when every single bot tries to execute the secondary attack. So why is your API key important again? It's because on Okecbot, we store the cookies of every single bot. Let me show you an instance. I'm going to head over to free executor. It's basically a way to execute tasks on a bot. And on my free executor, you can currently see lots of devices like a Samsung Galaxy X9, Samsung Pixel 5, another Samsung Pixel 5. The name of the bot is YouTube 0171. The device this bot is cloning or trying to act like it is, it's a Google Pixel 5. And for this, it's actually mimicking and trying to act like a Samsung X9. If we had set proxy servers for this bot, they would have been using a proxy server to show they're coming in from whatever location we set the proxy server to be showing. So for instance, having a US proxy server here means this YouTube will be using a US proxy server. Now I know there are lots of questions going in through your mind, like how do I set this? How do I get this? You're going to learn all these things in due time. But for now, what I'm trying to really let you know is that for every single bot we have over here, every single bot, their cookies are being stored on Okecbot. So let me give you an instance. I'm going to turn this bot on. This is a Samsung X9. I'm going to boot the device and watch what happens. Now this is the Samsung X9 over here, and if I head back to the Okecbot software, you can see it has been taken off this list. The name of this bot is bot 0170. That's because the bot precedes after it was bot 0171 and 0172, so we know this is bot 0170. Now these are the bots that are inactive, which means the bot over here has not been turned on. I will head over to the active bot. You can clearly confirm right now that this is bot 0710 because that is the only bot that is currently being turned on as of this moment, and the other ones are currently inactive. Now for this bot 0170, any task it performs, anything it does, if it visits a website, if it makes Google searches, if it watches a YouTube video, if it does basically anything a human being would, every single thing it does are being stored on Okecbot cloud. So that means we store the browser history, the browser cookies, the local storage. And this is because I, Dan Okecbot, a software developer who has been creating a lot of bots and beating bot detection systems, after a while, I noticed one of the key principles on detecting bot traffic was that those bot traffic were bot traffic that were completely alien. So this simply means if a bot visits a website and the website gives this bot or stores cookies and cache onto this bot, and then that bot never comes in again. But every single now and then, the system is always being met with completely alien bots. That means they will see a bot, stock cookies on them, but those bots never come in again, and it's always like that consistently, just having new time visitors who never comes back again. After a while, that particular ads, if it's AdSense, if it's Adstera, if it's ADX, if it's Zoic, whatever platform you use, after a while, there is this second level of scrutiny that goes in. And if that particular website is not a website that has been known to have a huge number of returning users, a website that is already ranking so high with lots of page visits, if it's not a website that has been reputable, maybe the Google AdSense account is less than few years, and the high surge of traffic has not been consistently high, the owner of such AdSense account, a Zoic account, the owner of such ADX account will have their account suspended for invalid traffic. This simply means they would say it clearly that the people coming into your website are aliens. They come in today, they never come in ever again. And that is one way evil traffic or invalid traffic are being spotted, and bots are usually being detected when a particular set of traffic is coming in, having very low interactions, and never comes in again. The high level of alien traffic on a website makes such websites being flagged for invalid traffic. So Okecbot does something very different over here. What we did was to make sure that each time a website comes in, or each time rather a bot comes in, like in this Sereno bot 0170, so each time it comes into this website or any website, or perform any task like head over to a YouTube video, stream a Facebook live, whatever it does, that it is always sending back an update of states. So it performs a task, it updates Okecbot with the latest task it has performed, the latest storage it has gathered, the latest cookies it has been able to been updated on. Because each time you visit a website, the more you do so many things on that website, the website consistently updates your cookie, and Okecbot is consistently having an updated version of that cookie. Meaning, whenever you deploy bots or automate things using Okecbot, they don't get flagged as bots because they get recognized as a human being. So for this sake, this is the introduction talking about API keys. So now you get to see that not only will your state be saved, your cookies are also being saved. So this means if I head over to Instagram, and on Instagram, I log into an Instagram account. Now, the moment I log into that Instagram account over here, what happens? The cookies get saved. If, for instance, I head over to my chain task and create a task that involves making comments on Instagram, if this bot should execute that task, what the bot would simply do is to use this Instagram account, generate the comments using ChatGPT firstly. After the comment has been generated with GPT, using the cookies that has been logged in here, which means the Instagram account that has been logged in here, this bot will make a comment to that Instagram post or that Facebook post or whatever social media post you want. It will head over there and it will make that comment. But now this also means that if you give someone else your API keys, they could automate so many things. Like basically, imagine someone abusing your API key, using every single bot you have created that has Instagram cookies to make comment and consistently like on their post. They abuse this until Instagram starts putting a limit on all those accounts and maybe start getting them banned or asking you to verify if those accounts are really humans. Now you understand why the security of your API key is as important as anything. You shouldn't jeopardize that. Now this video is more focused on teaching you how to create tasks, but I think I had talked a whole lot about API keys because I wanted you to know that your API key, it's not just a special number you were given. It's something you should not share with anyone. It contains access to virtually everything you have with us, Okecbot, your bot states, your bot information, and if you're also trading with our latest cryptocurrency trader, anyone who has access to your API key can not just also turn your bots on and abuse them, but they can also withdraw your earnings if you have made any earnings in BTC or you have made any earnings in USDT. So guide your Okecbot key with your life. However, the key or the API key I'll be sharing on this video it's going to be free to use just to try out most of the features. So head over to the episode 2. We'll go fully into talking about taxes and how to build tax and how the tax building system works.